So I'm super excited to introduce you the second pillar of wealth. Give me a few minutes. I want to teach you something new. So the second pillar of wealth is separating time from money. I'm reading it from a book that's called 10 Pillars of Wealth by Alex Becker. It has been written to educate people about mindsets of the world's richest people. So the second pillar is separating time from money. I'm sure you have heard the phrase time is money, right? You have also probably heard of or seen the movie The Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, well, if you haven't, let me fill you in. The movie is about a famous Wall Street tycoon in the 90s named Jordan Belfort, who scammed people out of hundreds of millions of dollars. By the age of 26 or 27, he has been making over $50 million a year. With inflation rates, that would be over 100 million a year in 2015. So then Alex Becker goes through the fact that uh, while he was partying, because when you see the movie, while he was partying, when he was with prostitutes, when he was consuming drugs, he was still making a lot of money. So the question is, does the saying "time is money" apply to this? Nope. This is because time is not always money. If that saying were completely true, Jordan would have become indigent after 6 months or never would have become wealthy in the first place. In the movie, Jordan's immense fortune did not come from his investment of time. It came from his army of stockbrokers and sales floor filled with hundreds of people. When Jordan was passed out drunk in Vegas, his people were making millions for him. When Jordan was sinking a 25 million yacht, his people were making millions for him. So, what was his secret of making this fortune? What was he doing different from other people? At this point, Jordan's time no longer played any part whatsoever in the equation of wealth. He set up a system, more like a machine, that ran and generated wealth no matter what he was doing with his own time. In fact, at this point, the only factor that controlled his wealth was how well he directed the machine and the business decisions he made. This proves that even someone who makes poor decisions can become incredibly wealthy if he understands the pillars of wealth and how wealth is created. So here's the interesting part. There is only one thing we have a finite amount of in a day. That's called time. Donald Trump has the same amount of time as a man living on the street. And no matter who you are, you have 24 hours every day to eat, sleep, work, exercise, learn a new skill, spend time with your family, watch Netflix, worry, procrastinate, and work toward the goal. So everybody has a 24 hours a day. So here is the first step to create wealth. What Jordan Belfort did. His first step was to vastly separate his time from his income. Like too many people they think that like the wealthy people need to spend our time creating a machine like Jordan that generates income regardless of our time. So the argument that he's making is this. He's saying, hey, we need to separate time from money. You see that this a lot of people, like what we've heard from our parents and grandparents, from the people who are broke, who are people who have student debts, is you always need to go to a school to get a higher degree in order to get a higher salary, which is based on hourly wage. So basically this means that we need to increase our value of time. This is 100% counter argued by the wealthy mindset. We shouldn't increase the value of our time. We need to separate them from our system. We need to create a system that creates wealth while we are doing whatsoever we are doing. So it's not about increasing the value of your time to spend $150,000 to go to get your master's degree for you to get a job of 30 bucks an hour to make it to 38 bucks an hour, right? That's a dumb strategy. That's why most people that graduate from this MBA or these top business schools, most of them, they don't become wealthy because the money that they make is equivalent to the time that they put in. So here is what you need to do. So here is a guideline. So Alex Baker is introducing 4 questions that you need to answer, that you need to ask yourself if you really want to create wealth. So once you think of a potential business, you need to ask the following questions before you dive in. First, can this business make money while I am not present? Can this money-making process be done by others or automated by machines? If this business becomes successful, could I train someone else to run it? Would it be possible to make the process of delivering on $100 in sales the same as delivering on $1 million in sales? Can I scale this business without having to increase my time involvement? Again, separating your time from your income. And here is the important point. Keep in mind that no business will be time free at the start. So everything has a pros and cons, right? Nothing in the world is perfect. So yeah, the pros is you make money, yes. Your time is separate from your income, yes. You have an army of sales people who are selling for you, they're all cool. But here is the negative part. No business will be time free at the start. Most time free businesses are much more time intensive at the start than time required businesses. The key is to always create businesses that are moving towards a time free business. The question above, the 4 questions, will allow you to do this.